Welcome to Yury Experience, and today I want to talk to you about playing and winning. Today will be quite a short video, and we will start with the fact that people are scared of losing. And it is okay, it is normal again to be scared of losing. Nobody likes it. Nobody really likes to lose in a game, maybe in a talk show, maybe even in a small debate or discussion with some other person. Everybody likes to be a winner. Because winner, it's nice to be there. Because you deserved it, again, because other people have to acknowledge you in order for you to become a winner. But if you lose, you normally don't only lose it. You don't only lose a bet. Normally you lose a little bit of your pride, or maybe some on your status, or maybe you lose some money. When you lose, it's not a nice feeling, not only because of the fact that you lose, but also because of the fact that you literally start to miss something. You need to give something away because you lost. And that leads to the fact that people don't like to risk. Because if you don't risk, you will not lose, right? If you don't do something kind of risky or something that has some risk to it, you will not lose. That's great. Yeah, that sounds great. However, what we'll discuss today is the fact that if you don't risk, you will not win. If you don't play, you cannot win. Let's discuss a little bit. I somehow think that most of the people can be divided in two categories. People who are thinking that they will definitely lose if there is some risk to it, and people who think that they will definitely win if there is some risk to it. Optimist, pessimist, you can look at it however you want. But still, in every game, in every play, in every conversation, every situation in our life, there is a risk to win and there is risk to lose, or probability of losing. You got what I mean. And today I want to give you an example that was kind of interesting to me personally when I found out about it. I found out about it like many years ago, but yeah, let's talk about it. I want to talk about lottery. You know, lotteries, there are a lot of lotteries where you take a coin, scrape some piece of paper, and you either win or lose, or sometimes you need to watch TV in order to get something else and stuff like that. So you know what lottery is and what it means. And you have probably heard that the probability of winning in the lottery is incredibly low, especially like these big numbers. And yes, that is kind of true. It is somehow like 1 to a million, 1 to a couple of millions, because you buy a lottery ticket, another person buys a lottery ticket, and everybody buy one lottery ticket, and only one of these tickets will win a jackpot. Which is why the probability of you winning is kinda very low. But do you want to know what probability is even lower than that? That is a probability of winning if you don't decide to participate at all. If you decide not to take part in this lottery system, if you don't buy a lottery ticket and don't scrap it a little bit, if you don't do any of it, the probability of winning is even lower than probability of winning when you're participating in it. Because if you don't participate in that actively, you can only win by pure luck if somehow a piece of paper is flying around through the air and come into your hands and there's like, you are a winner! Good luck with a lot of money. How high is probability of that happening? Like as close to zero as humanly possible in my personal opinion. That brought me to this idea that basically, including the fact how much you risk in this case, how much you need to pay for buying a lottery ticket, it's not that risky of a thing. Yes, the probability of winning is kind of low, but what do you lose? Like $1 or $5? I don't know how many do these tickets cost, but you buy a ticket, that's kind of it. That's interesting. That was interesting for me to recognize it. That yes, the probability of winning is not high, but I don't actually lose almost anything. It's not like I give away my apartment. It is not really mine, but I hope you understand what I mean. I don't really need to give up huge amounts of money or huge amounts of my time. No, I just buy a lottery ticket and that's all. And with some probability, I will win. Maybe less than more, but still. I talked already about it, and in my personal opinion, we risk with something every freaking day. You go out of your room and you leave your apartment, you go out to the streets, you look around and you already risk your life, because there's always a probability of something happening that can be bad for your health, for your life, for your whatnot, for pretty much everything. But if you don't go out, if you decide to just live in your apartment and don't leave it like at all, if you don't go out and look around, you will not gather any experience, you will not gather a lot of knowledge. Yes, you can currently nowadays get a lot of knowledge also sitting just in your home and like, what is it that and what is it this? But still, which is why if you don't try, if you don't go out of your apartment, if you don't go out of your house, maybe if you don't go out of your comfort zone, and maybe if you don't participate in something that is kind of slightly risky, but maybe it's not even that risky, you will never win. If you don't play the game, you will never win the game. If you don't try to do something, you will never achieve that thing. Do I mean by that that you shall go out of your apartment or house and take risks left and right? No. I'm talking about conscious life, not about a crazy life. Go out, think about risks, calculate your risks, gather experience and knowledge in order to calculate your risks in a way that actually works and not just by guessing. When you do all of that, amount of risks you will be able to actually take will be higher, and the amount of profit that you can get out of that risks, it will also be higher. Because you acknowledge how high is the risk and you understand it consciously, because you know a lot about that topic and you know a lot about that field of life. You know all of that, you gather that information already, you can calculate the risk properly and understand whether the profit that you can get out of taking that risk is actually worth it. But don't ever forget, if you don't play, you will never actually win. That's how it goes normally. I think you know where is the like button, I think you also know where is the comment section. If you have any questions or topic suggestions, please write them in the comments below. Except for that, if you want to watch more videos about social topics, about mind development, about self-development overall, and about the development of the channel, then watch this channel and subscribe to this channel. And except for that, I see you on Monday.